Hello and welcome. In today's video, we will demonstrate how to perform explicit dynamic analysis of a fragment impacting a steel plate. Go to Component Systems, drag and drop AUTODYN module onto the workspace. Right-click and then click on New Model. When a new window appears, check out the top menu bar. Here are several setup options for analysis. We will not go into details of these in this video. Go to Setup and then Symmetry. Define the model as 2D and axial. This will convert the model from 3D analysis to 2D axis-symmetric model, which will reduce computation time. Now go to Materials and load required materials that are aluminum, copper, steel and tantalum. We will modify each material to add erosion properties. Now in initial conditions we will add fragment initial velocity. Give appropriate values. Now we must define appropriate boundary conditions for the stationary plate. Let's call it clamp and give 0 velocity. Now we will create the both parts, namely fragment and plate. We will use Lagrange model for both fragment and plate, as we intend to use structured mesh elements. Remember, this is only a cross-section of the whole model. We will use box predefined model and give appropriate dimensions, keeping in mind the location of the part. In case of fragment, it must be left of the origin. Zoning is used to divide the model into elements, where I is horizontal index and J is vertical one. Give appropriate number keeping in mind the dimension. Elements should have aspect ratio closer to 1. fill the part with aluminum and initial condition fragment velocity. In the plot menu, there are several options. Toggle them on and off to check their job. Useful ones are vectors, boundaries and grid. Now we will define the plate similar to the fragment. We will add grading to the zoning such that the elements are concentrated at the bottom, where the impact is going to be. Give appropriate values. Fill the part with steel and uncheck initial conditions. Check the geometry by zooming in and moving around. Now we will fill the fragment with copper on the outside and tantalum on the inside. We will use Fill Box in the Parts tab and fill copper on the topmost element row. Keep in mind to fill with initial conditions. Similarly, tantalum. Give appropriate index values to select fill elements. As I told you, this is only a cross section. Go to plots and rotate the model 270 or full 360 degree to see the symmetry. Now we will give the part the boundary conditions. Go to Parts, select Plate, Boundary, J-line. Give Clamp Boundary condition to outermost edge. Turn on boundaries in plots to see boundary conditions. Now we will check if the parts have appropriate gap between them. Go to Interaction, calculate gap and check. As you can see, the clearance is less than gap value. To rectify, we will move the fragment to the left by amount greater than gap size, but not very large. Go to Parts, Zoning. Under Transformation, click on Translate. Selected Parts. Select Fragment, -0.1. Check again. Now it's okay. Now we will give wrap-up criteria. Go to Controls. Under Wrap-up, give appropriate values of cycles and time limits. Now give values for saving results. Give appropriately small value of save increments to get smooth animations depending to available memory. We can run the simulation now. Simulation may take time depending on the computer. The simulation has completed fulfilling one of our stopping criteria. To create an animation, click on Generate Multiple Slides icon in the toolbar. Select all the cycles and check Create Merged Animation and select appropriate file format. Then start the animation. When it is complete, it will save the GIF in the model files. To set up the slides in GFA format, click on Slide Setup icon. Select GFA from drop-down menu. Generate slides again. To save your results and files, save project from File menu. Always save in separate folder and give appropriate name. In the saved files, go to DP0. In the ATD folder, the GIF is saved. There are several export options like PostScript, etc. Check them out on your own in the File menu. That's it for now. Subscribe the channel for more content. Thank you.